Good morning. I can't hear you. Good morning. Let me start with a few questions that leadership boards or leadership teams are today asking. The first question and the foremost question that all of us in leadership have is, why are leaders burning out? What is the reason that smart people collapse under pressure? What is the reason that we have capabilities, but unfortunately we do not have courage? The reason fundamentally is something that all HR leaders and all corporate leaders are seeking. We spend crores of rupees designing training programs, designing programs around wellness, resilience, so on and so forth. But unfortunately, we are not addressing the root, we are addressing the symptom. Let me tell you something that will surprise you. The biggest leadership program that we run begins at birth. And it's something that we ignore, called childhood. Let me tell you that it is the way the childhood is designed today is the problem the corporate world is going to face tomorrow and make the corporate world of tomorrow. We are today living in a performance-obsessed world. We are only after results, forget growth. The same thing applies at birth. When the child is born, he's asked for results. The funny part of today is that even before birth, parents want to teach their children in the womb itself. That's how obsessed we are with results. These results fundamentally are something that we all in the corporate world use. Alphabets at 2, numbers at 3, poems at 4, and coding before even we are curious. This is how the corporate world is also having issues. So we don't want to wait even for birth. Do you think this is the right thing? If today we are thinking that childhood should start early, and in the childhood my child will finish ahead of people who start late, then you are in a myth. It works for machine, it doesn't work for human beings. When systems reward early compliance, they destroy long-term judgment. Researchers suggest that children who have undergone slow education, delayed academics, strong movement and imagination, low environmental pressures, perform better than their accelerated peers. They have better problem-solving capabilities, they have better creativity, they have better leadership capacity and mental resilience. Let me tell you that brain is not a spreadsheet. We all think that our brain is a spreadsheet. More input early is not equal to more output later. Neuroscience today says emotional regulation develops before executive functions. Sensory motor integration comes before abstraction. Judgment comes after lived experience. When you force thinking before feeling matures, you don't create excellence, you create fragility. Let me tell you my story. In the year 2015, we got married. I got married to my wife. In 2018, after a lot of difficulty, my wife underwent 2 ectopic pregnancies, and through an IVF, we delivered a baby boy. It was very difficult, and it was a very happy moment as well for us to see the journey. At 3 years, we all thought that he should go to school. We followed the trend. We put him in a school. I was delivering a lecture in one of the institutions, and I got a call from the principal of that college, of the school, and he said that we have a problem with your child. You need to come and see. I said, I'm out of mountain. He said, you come down tomorrow. And I took the flight that evening and came back and met him. Complaints like he doesn't sit in class, doesn't follow the circle, he doesn't follow the compliance that the child is supposed to do. And we were wondering, what's wrong? Normally, generally, you would call this vitality. Child has vitality. Today, we call it a problem. We looked at it. Everyone looked at it. We believed that the challenge was not with the kid. Immediately, the moment we got this feedback, we started believing that more than managing the child, he started managing a lot of other things around it, and we also started faltering. This is where we realized that there is something wrong. The moment Arnav got an environment which was full of rhythm, full of reverence, full of good repetition, he started doing better. The behaviors that he was undergoing started come down, and he started having better classes in a school which was different. This is something that a gentleman named Rudolf Steiner 100 years ago, before neurosciences, spoke about. He spoke about this 100 years ago through a system called as world of education. He spoke about this where he speaks about the system where he says that everything happens in the sequence. Life and human development works. The moment you break the sequence, there is a problem. You disturb the human development cycle. He talks about human development. The world of system talks about human development. It's about head, hand, and heart. Thinking, feeling. He says that life is divided into septennials. A slot where every 7 years becomes. For the first 7 years, the child is put into a certain environment. It's full of play. The next 7 years, 70 is about feeling. The feelings develop, and at 14 to 21, it is about the thought. It's a slow system. Children learn slow. He spoke about this 100 years ago. We put him in the school, and everything started changing. Now let me come back to the corporate world and see how does it match to the corporate world. Rudolf Steiner spoke about a threefold social order to this system. This threefold social order was about freedom in thinking, which we call today in the corporate world as independent peoples. Equality in rights, which is ethical, and responsibility in economic life. Leaders who balance profit before purpose. If we don't understand what this is all about, we need to think how does the corporate world, or how is the corporate world going to deal with this problem that is going to come up tomorrow. Let me tell you that my story is my story. We have gone through this journey for about 3 years. We have observed children, and children who have been in this system of Waldorf have really been doing really well. It's not that these children who have gone through a slow childhood will have a problem in the future. There are researches that suggest that children who have gone through this slow parenting, or maybe the trends of homeschooling, have gone and done better in their life. They have gone through the best Ivy Leagues in the world, gone through colleges like the Ivy Leagues in the world. So it is important that we focus on such systems and build such systems for the future. So let me answer the question that we started with. Why are leaders burning out? Leaders are burning out because they were taught to perform before they learn to self-think. Why do smart people collapse under pressure? Because intelligence was built faster than their emotional strength. Why do people have the capabilities but they lack courage? Because compliance was rewarded before inner authority was developed. Let me tell you that all of us need to unfollow the trend. We need to slow down the childhood and build the human first, because in the longer run, that character compounds more than credentials. Thank you very much.